So this is the update. Let's go to the daily. We treat it to this fair value gap. Okay. This is the range from here to here. This is consolidation range. So we take its low and we reverse. So the bias in the weekly is bullish. In the DXY, so I will start with the DXY, okay? This is the change in state of delivery. I'll make it red, okay? In the 4-hour time frame, which is a stronger change in state of delivery in term of long term. So we rebalance this here. This is the weekly open, okay? And we traded down here and we created this fair value gap here. This is Monday. We opened consolidation, manipulation, distribution. This is the classic ICT power of 3. So we reversed. That means we have a retracement and a continuation or a consolidation continuation. So here it's just basic market phase. Okay, so we had consolidation, manipulation to where? To this and this PD array, and we have continuation here. Let me see, just here we had an SMT with EU. Okay, let's just wait a minute. Okay, with the DXY, SMT with EU, and this is the change. Okay, so this is consolidation. Let's remove this line, and this is the main change in state of delivery. This is the one I marked out. Okay, and this is the more aggressive one in the hourly time frame. Okay, so this is another thing to work with. So we had consolidation, manipulation. We created a fair value gap. This fair value gap is a manipulation fair value gap, and it will be used to be an inversion. Okay, and in this case we were too late in the day, so we just boom expanded. We used another fair value gap to inversion, so let's drop to. So this is the 15 minutes. Okay, we had SMT here after we closed here in this candle. Okay, this is the same as I said here. Fair value gap in, we used it as inversion. Okay, so let's remove this, we don't need it. Drop to the 5 minutes. So in this area I was already in a trade, like I took my trade in the higher time frame. Okay, I will show you how. I just took trade, one shot, one kill trade, which is the classic ICT for people who can take a swing trade because they are busy, and I did this because we are having NFP week. So instead of shoppiness and nonsense market, I just used a higher time frame to take a trade. And this here, I already told you it's gonna happen in the weekly outlook. I told you we can have an SMT, we could have an asset taken high and the other not taken high. Okay, so I will explain this in the, so forgive me if I'm talking a little bit slow because I just woke up. Anyway, you see this fair value gap? This is an inversion fair value gap because we had a reaction here. This is 830. Okay, so we had like manipulation down. Okay, in the EU we took the high. Here we didn't take the low. This is 830. We had consolidation, manipulation in London. So now we have the first hour of New York session, and of course we're gonna have distribution. This is so obvious. So this 830, when we created this rejection, okay, I waited for this to close in the upper half and I marked this as SMT because in this time usually you should mark SMT after we close above this one. Okay, but due to time and in situation and the day and the week and the month and the overall order flow, you don't need to be like too genius to know this is an SMT. Okay, like everything is in your favor, so you can mark it as SMT. Yeah, so basically I'm waiting this to trade here to close it. I hate this pair GPP as it's so nonsense. It gives pain in the head. So we use that if we extend this. I'm not gonna teach you like Michael and describe everything with details. You can do this in his channel. Anyway, we are recapping a trade that we already talked about is gonna happen. So this is for the people who says we use market shift. This is changing state of delivery. This is market shift. Okay, this is more confirmation. I use that because we were chopping around, so I use that for more confirmation that we are going so much higher, so I can keep the trades, the short trades in the other assets, or close them and take another's for tomorrow. So that was the confirmation that I should hold my trades. Alright, let's remove this. We don't use these anymore. So we go to, so where is the things? Okay. So this here so these are the annotations. Okay. The main target for yesterday was the, if you are wondering what the fuck is that, this is what it is. A half of this week was the target of yesterday. Okay, so here we opened with a gap. We traded, rebalanced the gap into this order block, and we continued higher. Okay, you can treat this as an order block, okay, because in another broker you can find this as a bearish. Anyway, doesn't matter, we can do this and we can see it in the lower time frame. Yeah, that's it from here to here. As I said, you could treat that as an order block. We just confirmed this in the 1 hour time frame. So here we have a very gap here, and we opened with a gap here. We rebalanced the gap, we closed above the gap, and here you can take a trade. Okay, you can just take a trade here, put your stop here and target that. This at 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. This is where you can take a trade at 2 a.m. Yeah, this is nonsense. That's what I hate. GBPUSD, okay. Remove this here. This is 2 3 a.m. This is 3 a.m. We rebalanced the same FVG here. So this is the fair value gap we trade from. So here you can just take a trade like that, put your stop here and target 2R, which is, it's in this fair value gap. Okay, because this is the order block that is the same in the XY. So now we have to respect this to remain this low as a protected low. We just opened a new candle and it has no wick, so this is open low and we're gonna have high close. So this is my first target, first buy side. The maximum I'm trading for this day, let's say it's here, and this is the final target. Okay, so this is the opposite in Euro USD. This is the final target, and this is the first buy side, and we have the fair value gap here. So, and this is what I took an entry. Okay, so we had a bias in the weekly saying, hello, we are bearish. Okay, this is the previous week high. So in my outlook, you can find it on the last video after this. You can find the last video on my YouTube channel. I was talking about we can run this high and we can reverse just from here, like to confirm this as a change in state of delivery and reverse. And I took a trade right where in this here, yeah, but I was too stupid, like I did something so silly, so I should put my stop here, okay, and target this. So what instead I did, I put my stop here and the bodies, so I got stopped. And I was just sleeping because I don't trade Monday like an actual trading day. So when the market opened this low, I was saying we could have a retracement here. Let's mark it out. Retracement here, so I put my entry here. And since we took a stop from this high here, this high here, and reversed here, that means we trade the maximum in this, and this is the stop. So I just got stopped here. Okay, if I was like really awake, not sleeping, I could have took another entry. I would take it here. That would be my ideal entry. Okay, and target this. Even though this is 3R is maximum, so I would just target here, this order block. Because I know we're gonna expand if we did. So the maximum, this is an obvious low. So we can reverse from this order block to retrace and then take the low of this order block. Okay, just like here, we had a retracement continuation. We took this and we go to retrace to here in this area, here, and then we take this low and we reverse, and vice versa in the DXY, and we continue this cycle to reach the final target. Anyway, this is basic stuff. Okay, so how did I took an entry? This is so obvious, like and I'm putting my, like, yesterday I took the trade on GBP/USD and I got out with a mistake. That's funny. Yes, I got out with a mistake. I was willing to edit my position in the take profit. I will show you where I would put it, and I clicked. I don't know how I did that. I mistakenly clicked on close position, and since my MetaTrader was asking me every time should I quit and confirm if yes or no, I chose to not ask me again. So when I click close position, it closes directly. It was so hilarious. So I took a trade in GBP/USD this morning, okay, and I put my stop now in the break even. So my stop, I took a trade, I don't know where. Yeah, maybe here. Yeah, I took trade here. Yeah. And since we had this aggressive move, yeah, I took that here. And the stop loss, yeah, it was here. It is here. So we took this. Just wait a minute. I'm taking the trade from here. Yeah, in this candle. Because I woke up at this 1 a.m. candle. Just let me check my phone. There you go. here where I took a trade. Just let me describe it. Here I took a trade here because that's the open of the 1 a.m. when we started reversing. So I took a trade here in this mirror of this candle. Okay, I will explain everything why I took this. That's what I'm targeting here. This is 2R. So I will explain this. So let's get to that. So fuck me. So here is my entry. Okay, because this is the order block we created at midnight in Monday. We went above the weekly open. Okay, and this is the change in state of delivery in the term of the weekly. Okay, and this is the targets here, 2.5 is here, so that's why I'm targeting here. And this is the fine. I don't know why I'm telling you this. So this is the Monday high, this is the Tuesday high. In GBP USD we took the high here. Okay, this is Monday and this is Tuesday. We took the high. Okay, let me take this out. So I took a trade on GBP USD based on a situation. Okay, not a great confirmation. I took the trade without confirmation. I took it as a situational trade, and I nearly got stopped out. As you see, my stop was here, and this is the my stop was here, and you see that. Just look at that. That's why I tell you, people, do not move your stop loss. Just take a trade. If you got stopped, you got stopped. And currently my stop loss is here. So I took this here just to remind you guys. There's 2R. So my stop is here. Why I put my stop here? Because here we have changing state of delivery, and I'm not willing to take a risk for this choppiness because I already got out by a mistake in this trade, and it is so fucking silly. I was just laughing at myself. So if this crazy pair, you can have a lot of push up and down like you see here. You see here, this is a lot of things going on, not just like your SD, which is a cleanest pair comparing to GBP USD. This is so volatile. Like, look at this, just open, this is the low, this is a huge retracement. Anyway, we were here. Okay, just let's go and put this one here. So this is the 1 hour time frame, this is 1 hour time frame. We took this and we should reverse based on a situational trade, and the bias here is so bearish. This is the big candle here, see that, and this is the big candle here. So we took the high, we reversed, we didn't take the high, and we created this. So if you could take an entry waiting for the change, that was the entry. And it is a loss. When you compare to time, we at 9 we reverse in New York. Okay, that is a fucking beautiful trade. I wish I didn't take an entry here and I took this one here, because this is a lot, mate. That's so fucking great. Look at this. Clean 5R. I wish I didn't take an entry here. And when you have an entry in an asset, okay, that's why the second reason I didn't take another entry, because in most of prop firms that will consider as bulking positions, okay, so do not do it. I got into it one day, and the prop firm I'm working with, they were so kind. Okay, they gave me the rules and they explained when you take two positions in same asset in same direction, that will be a bulk trading. Bulk trading, that's the people who take so many trade in one position. Like, what the fuck, man? Just increase lot size. Why are you taking 100 0.1 lots and clicking buy? Like, nonsense. So that's why. So I couldn't close my entry here in a loss and enter here to risk a small stop in this such a week. But if I didn't take an entry here, I would be so pleased that I can take this one here. Okay, that's a great entry. That's so good. This is the same as inversion fair value gap in the XY. Okay, let's push higher. We took this 1, 2, 3 drive patterns, and this is the confirmation I took for the confirmation I took for GPP. That's, we can just have a creation of a fair value gap here, somewhere here, the 4 hour. If we created this fair value gap at 9 a.m. New York, this will be a huge drop down to this area. And if this candle went just like here with a wick from here, fuck. Anyway, if this candle took this low and traded here without ranging, that would be a potential another bearish bias for tomorrow. That would be a potential bearish bias, because this target may be still open. And if we create a fair value gap, we trade to it, and we have news at 10 a.m. that will be explosively going to the downside. So this is my TP here. Okay, and that was my entry, and that was my stop loss. This is the trade. Okay, this is my trade. Yeah, so I will show you the trade. So let's remove this, we don't need it anymore. Okay, so basically this is expansion, this is retracement. In the retracement we have to continue lower. This is not a continuation lower, this is consolidation, so there's no retracement, consolidation. So obviously this is a fake move here. So this is the change here in state of delivery, and you could of course take a trade here. So I'm giving you so many ways. This is actually a great trade. Like, this is the cleanest 2R in this week. This is so fine. This is incredibly fine. So good. Like, trust me, that's a hot trade. You could just take this here if you don't mind, because this low and this low, we treat it as equal lows here. I treat it as equal lows. This is so perfect equal, and this is with this is equal, and we have a fair value gap. So this is normally we just smash it. So this is 2.4 and this is 2.2. If I were you, I take this. I don't just risk 0.2 and wait for this kind of retracement and say, oh my god, maybe you are doing pulling back, maybe. So no second guesses, to R, the nearest low, boom, get out. Actually, I started regretting taking an entry here. Anyway, this is NFP. You don't take trades like this because you don't know it's gonna form or happen. It can be so choppy, like literally so choppy, and you can smoke it out. So that's why I took a high time frame entry. So this is a situational trade that I took, and I got out like a stupid maniac. Let me show you the execution. So let's jump to this. Where is June? So this is the entry of that trade. Where is the end? Yeah, that's it. There's the entry, and the target is below this low, because this low is basically this low. Okay, we reach to this low. In one shot, one kill, you can just take a trade and leave. Okay, so I don't know how many are there here. 1.7. So you could just take 1.7 and you go to work. If you're literally working, you could just take a trade here. Okay, put your alarm here to know that you are triggered in a trade, and put your stop, because if we went here, we just take this. And I mentioned in the weekly review, we can have an SMT with an asset. I didn't think we can have it here. I thought we can have it here like this. So this is the 1.7. It actually is so great because you are not worrying. You did just an analysis for 10 minutes. You took an entry and you left. You didn't watch it. You didn't do anything. So 1.7, it's such a great risk to reward. So just don't think taking a 10 plus R is the perfect trade. Okay, this is not gonna work. 2R is the best trade. Okay, I don't know how many R I'm taking here. Just, yeah, nearly 3. So yeah, nearly 3R. And this is the trade I took. This is 15 minutes. I adjusted my stop here, so don't take it as a fancy thing, like I catch the high and do such things like that. Where is my entry? That was like this one here, 666. Where is 6 a.m.? Six. That's what the fuck is it? Yeah, that's it. So I wanted to wait, okay, for this change instead of that's why I moved my stop, okay. I took an entry just right here and I put my stop loss here and I targeted this because this is a great target, okay. This is nearly 4R, okay, but I took this as a situational trade, okay. We just took the high, so the reversal will be so much easier in the asset that didn't take the high, as you see here, okay. So I adjusted my stop after this candle, just like this, after this candle, okay. This is the New York session open here, okay. If this candle closed here, I would just let my stop loss here. So this, I said, I will take a risk and consider this as the high of the week, okay. And I nearly got stopped so many times. Like, that's why I was laughing. I was really laughing at myself. Like, I took a trade here and I nearly got stopped a dozen of times. I don't know why I didn't get stopped. Like, wow. That was insane. That's why sometimes I just tell you guys, do not move your stop loss at all. You could just, if you like new to trading and you trade to this for value gap here, you would just put your stop here and you get stopped. And I know it happens. Like, you can have this. This is ICT3 drive pattern, okay. So when we go to the 1 hour, we can see it taking the high, taking the high, taking the high, then reverse. 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay, so and my target was here, okay, because as I said, I moved my stop to here. That was the entry here, like this, okay, and this is it. So I said we traded here, okay. So for tomorrow, if we retrace, we're gonna retrace to this, and we have a fair value gap here, so this high is safe. So I let my stop here because this high and this high just nearly the same. So I wanted to put my TP, okay, just here. Alright, at least at this point, to take 2.5. So I was using it on my phone, and when you close the position, you can have this here. You close the position on the phone, and you have here to SL and TP, okay. So I was holding my phone with two hands. When I clicked on the position, when you click like this on the phone, you have these three. So you can, when you click on TP, you can move it, or you just move it. When you click here, you move it directly like this, huh? I was holding my phone with two hands. I don't know why I was holding, maybe I was talking on the phone typing and I forgot that I'm holding it with two hands. So that basically happened because of texting. So my finger clicked when I put like this, when I clicked, my finger clicked directly, was on the screen, and it clicks on close position, and I close position right here. Like, why in hell I was waiting for all of this choppiness? I actually I wanted to get stopped, just to get the fuck out from this street. It is too much. Okay, I know it's gonna reverse, but this is GPV. It can just take this high. And okay, it's 3 drive pattern, but it's still so near. Look how near I was from getting stopped. The bus literally stood around here like half a minute. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1 hour. 2 hours. I was here for 2 hours. And the real move happened. I wanted to adjust the TP here, and boom, you are out. Thank you. Thank you, my finger. So I was willing to take these two for this target. I didn't want to take this to this target, okay? Because this is a crazy pair. So I was targeting this. This is the first, this is the second. And if I targeted this, I would put my stop to break even after we reach this and let it be. Anyway, this is the trade recap, and this is how you take a trade. And now the trade I'm taking on your USD, it's moving. My stop is just here. Okay, my stop went from this weekly open to here. Okay, I didn't move it to break even, which is here. And my stop, I took an entry where I took an entry. I took an entry here, my stop was here, and I moved my stop here to break even. Okay. And this is the target for GPV I'm willing to reach. And this is on the Euro USD, because the X1 Euro USD move basically the same. And this is the final target, of course. So that's it. I hope you can find this video useful, and I will drop it as soon as I can because I'm going to gym and I have no time to edit it right now. So I don't want it to be too long for you. I just want to put an intro, outro, subscribe things, and make it a little bit quicker to watch.